Good morning. It is now Monday and it's nearly 6 o'clock in the morning. I had to go to the bathroom, so I went outside to thought I'll go into the kitchen and I'll make myself a coffee because it's nearly 6 o'clock. So it's pretty early, and just looked out my window and I'm like, oh my god. Yeah. And that's obviously my roof line on my balcony. So they're up high, they're middle line, and then they are when you go back to the beach. So I'll just go this way. They're low line. They are everywhere. Doesn't that look beautiful? That is pretty spectacular to look at. Whilst it's not the most attractive view in the world, that, I don't know what is that there. That's obviously the sun coming up through. But look at that. If that's not form of a structure and has some, that is, not a natural sort of type of, and it goes, this thing here, I don't know what the hell that is. It's like it's got two different levels, and it's like it's got a light on. Yeah, so you've got the big one at the very bottom, which is hugging right on the beach, and then that goes pretty much the whole way across. So it goes behind these high rises, and then it goes down past these ones. Slight variation, but it continues on to pretty much there, and then you can see that's when the normal sort of foreground of the beach, or not the beach, because the beach sort of finished back earlier, where the mountains, ridges and start. So they're out and about and proud today. Like, look at that. And that was a bat. Yeah, I am batshit crazy. That was a bat that flew by. As I said, it's ridiculous here. And would you believe, here at our crappy theme park that we have, Movie World, the most popular ride that all the young kids, and when I mean young, I mean the under 20s, so what are those blue eyeballs or something out there, go on, is the Batman ride. They love the Batman ride. I've only been on it a few times. I didn't think it was anything spectacular. I thought it was a bit boring, actually. I was like, oh god, what's the hoo-ha about that? I think once again it was just the name and the fact that it's here. Because when you put it in, I don't think there's a Batman ride. We've got the Scooby-Doo ride. I don't know if that's still here, but really shitty ones. And over here, what's this? Where is it? Here, like a arch sort of thing here. Two of them. Smaller one there that you can't really see, and then this one right there. Looks like an arch, doesn't it? It's like, what's popping in or popping out? And the one on the left has like the bulbous end, and the other end is like, I don't know, I can see in my mind, I'm back over here, we're starting to see it look a bit more spooky because the sunlight's really starting to come through. You can see the backside of the other one a lot more now. Yeah, I'm really starting to sort of see reminiscence of some horror movies and some science fiction movies that we've all seen when we were younger. It's I've always wondered where people's imagination got these things. These things, if these are the Anunnaki or whoever they are, some alien beings, because these are not from Earth. We're not that smart. We're quite full of innovations. We're innovative people, and we like to fix and make and resolve things. But we're not smart enough that we can do all this. No way. Well, I don't think so. So if you think that we are, post a comment and say, tell me why you think. Sway my mind, change me, give me a different perspective. As I said, I'm biased, I'm swayed by my own bias, which makes it that I'm flawed with my mentality and my approach on things and my interpretation on things. Because look at that, it's almost the whole length, it's even further, it goes out further than all the high rises in Surfers Paradise, and it joins the other blobby one under here. They probably join, I don't know if they join underneath, I can't see because of all the high rises. But look, it goes from there, and it goes all the way past, and it has all the bits sticking out. So you can't, and there's a crane at the back here. There's a new crane that's gone up. I don't know what's being done there, but poor bastard that has to sit in that all day and watch things go up and down, having this right pretty much on your face or in your face on a daily basis. Poor guy will end up with mental distress and may have PTSD and will need to, be on medication probably for the rest of his life, because that would be intimidating. And to think I've got to do this for my job every day, talk about the army and things like that, you get danger money. This guy doesn't need danger money, he needs bravery money. Balls of steel to get up there. Holy shit. It'd take a certain type of guy to be able to do that. Guy or gal, I should say. A special type of person to be able to do that. Because I would not be one of them. I'm not, oh shit. See that bird that just flew? Oh God. Everything's trying to scare me today. At least it wasn't a bat. I saw it land on the roof up above me. It was not a bat, it was a bird. And I had these 3 birds came and land on the balcony yesterday. Holy shit, that scared the crap out of me. No, it didn't scare me, but it surprised me, but in a pleasant way, because they were not intimidated by me. They were sparrows. They were not intimidated by me. I was on the balcony. I just started to take a photo, and I just stood out here because I'd come out from watching the Frank Smith video. I came out, and next thing you know, they're flying around, and then whoosh, 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 and I thought, oh, they're going to come and get me in the face. How I was joked before about the Alfred Hitchcocks, the birds, and they'd be running down the street and they'd be poking my eyes out so that I couldn't see. I was like, let's make this bitch blind so she can't see, so she can't take all these photos and videos of us. Come on, let's get her. And there he goes. There goes the bird. He's over there now. Yeah, so sorry. There's another one that goes by. Obviously, it's that time of the morning. It's probably the breeding cycle for them too. But they haven't come onto my balcony before, and so it was a very, very pleasant surprise to have something pleasant happen. When I say pleasant surprise, it was a pleasant experience, because they didn't fear me. I got my camera, I took one photo of the one closest to me, because if I did too much, I thought I'd scare them off, and I didn't want them gone. I wanted them there because it made me feel safe being out here. I thought if they're on my balcony, then they're not going to be scared. They're not scared. So if a little tiny little bird isn't showing fear, then why the hell am I, a full-grown adult? Why am I doing that? So yeah, that sort of knocked me into my little place, put me back in my box. Had to get my big boy pants on, and yeah. So yeah, there's this. Where is it? Where is it? Up here. Yeah, that thing there. It looks like a person's face or head. It's really hard. It's not letting me focus on it. Like as you can see, it's not out of focus. But it's like it's got 2 eyes on the top of it. And it's not. Well, it's doing something. It's discharging something. It does not want me to focus on it. And I can focus on other things a lot better than I can on that thing. Yeah, don't know what it is. Don't know what it is about it or what it is. But there's something creepy about it. But anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm going to leave it because obviously it doesn't want me giving it any attention. And then we have these 2 blobby things over here. So they're they're on the same thing. There's my little man thing there, and there are my blobby things. They're at front end and mid-rear back end. So, and on this one I can get a bit closer sort of view. Doesn't mind too much on here. But yeah, I will. I have to go out this morning. So when I come back, I will. Yeah, it's a bit of a dark and ominous, that thing up there. I will post some photos. I'll try to do a photo book thing. Sometimes they work for me and other times they don't. I can't understand why. You know, it's like, am I stupid one day and smart the next? I can't, that looked like a flash there. I can't figure out as to why or how that happens. But yeah, it does my head in, because it's like, how can you know, things work and then not work when I'm not doing anything different. But yeah, I went for a walk on Saturday to take. I haven't posted the video yet because nothing really happened. So I went, oh, I'll take it as a prosperity in the event that something does happen, and you know, I can show something. But it was very uneventful. One of the big ones was pretty much hovering right in front of me. It wasn't huge, it wasn't a massive one, but it was big enough that it sort of drew attention. So I went, oh, okay, and it just hung around there for a while. And it had a few markings on it, and I went, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go down onto the ground, and I'm going to go to one of the, you know, go onto the street underneath, and I'm going to look from underneath and see if I can see anything under this, in this cloud, under this cloud, whatever you want to say. See if I can get a different perspective as to what it might be that's there. So I went down there, got down as far, I don't like this thing here, got down as far as the Taco Bell's, which is down there, because that's pretty much where this thing would have been hovering up above me there. So I went, okay, that'll be as far as I need to go, that'll be good. So nearly took some guy off on his bike because I was walking with my camera out in front of me, talking and narrating to myself as I do. And this guy, I was on the footpath. He should have been on the friggin' road, idiot. And so he went zipping past. Lucky I turned at the 1 second, otherwise I would have knocked his head off. He would have been decapitated by my arm and ended up on the floor, which would have been a bit of a scene and would have been attention to me out in the street that I didn't want. So I was glad that, you know, I turned at the appropriate time and saved the day, and he got to ride off on his bike. No one yelled at each other. He didn't yell out at me. I didn't yell at him. I just went, whoa, and sort of taken back by surprise. And yeah, and so he went on his merry way. I went on my merry way, and I came home and went, okay, well, that didn't work. That was another failed experiment, or the other experiment I got flashed at. So I went, yeah, well, that was just another prosperity experiment that I've tried. So I won't bother, you know, doing that again, because, you know, I could see the signs, and I could see something dark there, but I couldn't really see any more than what I could from here. So it wasn't really that productive. Well, I thought it wasn't, until I looked at the photos. So I started snapping these photos, and yeah, and I'll post them. I know what I might do when I get home. I might actually do a video so then I can narrate, because I can't figure out those photo things, you know, which does my head in, because, you know, I'm not that stupid, but, you know, that also proves that I'm not that smart when it comes to computers either. So read between the lines. I'm not a dumbass, but I'm not a smart cookie either. You know, not when it comes to computers and technology. When you have vision problems, those type of devices and stuff can make life really, really difficult, and a bit problematic. So, but anyway, I've made myself coffee. I've come out here and taken the footage that I wanted to show you guys what the morning sky is like, and it is pretty apocalyptic this morning. It's like some bad Tom Cruise movie with a Korean cartoons, video crew. But look at that. It looks weird as shit, doesn't it? Weird as shit. And then we've got like that, oh shit, another vortexy sort of type thing, swirly thing up there in the sky. I'm going to go inside and have my coffee because I don't know what's going to be zipping in or zipping out of here today. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning, sunshine. The world says hello. Oh my goodness. But anyway, yeah. So I'll leave you with that vision, with those words. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And don't let the bastards win. We've got to be stronger than them. You know, there might be more of us than there are of them. But yeah, I'm not gonna let them win me. They're not gonna beat me down. No way. But anyway, see you later. Bye.